Happy Friday to you guys. How are you doing? Just thought I would give a check-in on this. Um, it's a rainy, it's kind of calming and relaxing Friday here. I think it's needed energy. We've definitely been in portals of intensity. So happy Friday to you. If you're having coffee, if you're already, it's more towards lunchtime here, but I have coffee, so hanging out, checking in with you guys with my coffee. We are we're waning in our moon cycle as we get ready to build up to that big solar eclipse new moon in Aries. So anytime we pass that halfway, that tipping point, in the lunar cycle, we're past the full moon, and now we're in the releasing as we work down, downscaling through the, can I zoom out? Hold on, guys. Yeah. As we work down, through that waning energy, and we clear space, after the full moon, and we've celebrated, we've decided what needs to be released. We've taken note of celebrations and, also the wisdom of kind of saying, this didn't work out, I need to let this go. So it's kind of, we work back inward towards the, you could say, darkness. We're working towards the dark moon. Your subconscious, this energy of kind of just processing release. So this is where we're at in our moon cycle. And of course, this has been a huge phase. It's been a huge phase because we opened this lunar cycle with our first new moon in Aries. And then we had our Libra full moon in the center of that, which was very balancing and harmonizing. And then we're going to come upon this second new moon, which is the black moon. It is the second new moon in the same sign. So this will be our black moon, but also a huge hybrid solar eclipse, which I won't even spiral into right now, but it's very exciting energies. And yeah, it's been quite a phase, quite a cycle. There's a lot of integration. There's a lot of reset type energy, especially to go past the spring equinox, enter into the new birth of the zodiac wheel with the sign of Aries, of course. And then we get this big hybrid solar eclipse. So, now is a really good time to kind of journal, connect with meditation, be out in nature. You're like, you say that every time, and I do, and I will. But, particularly energetic, mind, body, spirit, preparation for such a huge eclipse. Sorry, you guys, I was turning down the music a little bit. But, yeah, it's a huge cycle. It's a huge phase. So it's important to reflect on your own wisdom, going inward, kind of processing. We are planting seeds. And, I read a quote one time, and it was kind of something to the effect of compost your own experiences, because later on they can serve as nutrients for soil where you grow your seeds. So I think that's really appropriate right now. Definitely take advantage of the waning energy right now. I want to say, shoot, I don't even have the new moon chart pulled up, you guys. What is it? The 20th, the 21st. So we have about 7 days. We got about a week to do this work before we enter into that new moon of Aries, and then we enter officially into eclipse season. You may be processing a lot of lessons after we are waning from a full moon in Libra. You may be processing lessons, processing wisdom, processing karmic cycle completion, processing lessons that are around communication, that are definitely probably like really intensely focused on relationships, and relationships, I always want to remind people, because sometimes we get this energy that wants to cling on to, it's got to be romantic, and it's not. Soulmates, karmic cycles, teachers in relationships that show up in our life, soul contracts that we've agreed to when we came into this incarnation, whatever the case may be as it resonates with you. This could be people you work with. This could be, because how we work, whether that's, going out and getting paid. I mean, you're always getting paid in one way or another, but we're not going to do lessons in energetics right now. But you may be reflecting. I'm saying on lessons around, I like to say, what you energetically and emotionally contract with, Is the group of friends that I am around really supportive of my highest and best evolution? And if they're not, I gotta fucking get real with myself. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes the people, the friends, the family members, the soulmates, let's not do soulmates and twin flames right now, but these relationship energetic emotional contracts that we participate in sometimes can be signals to the universe as to what we are or are not ready to grow into. Like I think someone once said something to the effect of, you can actually hold a relationship, a business contract, because again, whatever we do for work is also an expression of our solar plexus, our sacral, our creative energy, and work relationships, family members we continuously choose to entertain. People, you're getting real with yourself about, who am I looking to seek out for a relationship? Maybe you are looking for a partner, or just, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of meat. There's a lot of intensity around relationships, communications, look, what is my truth? And sometimes a relationship that you continuously, sometimes stubbornly, and sometimes in a wounded way of not facing the shadow of maybe an old version of yourself you're not fully letting go of. Again, hence the themes of release. You gotta just get real with yourself. This is what I value. And there are some shit, there are some people, there are some habits, there are some things really not supporting what I value. So why am I still playing around with it? You know what I mean? It's like staking a flag out to the universe, and saying, hey, I am ready to anchor in this higher alignment. I'm ready to recalibrate with more evolution. But if you keep energetically and emotionally contracting, not communicating your values and truth, not returning your energy to yourself and finding balance, harmony and all those things, the universe is not reading what you're saying. The universe ain't reading what you wearing. The universe is reading your energy. So, and that's what's going to be mirrored back to you and returned back to you, right? So, yeah, there's huge relationship lessons to be confronted, to be digested, to be sorted through, Has Mercury already shifted into Taurus, you guys? I know Venus is in Gemini now, but as we move more and more into the next month, again, getting out past and getting actually on into eclipse season is going to be a big, tangible, look, I don't want to play around with Mercury and Taurus, what is in my mind that I'm dreaming, the messages that I'm receiving, the way that I'm being guided, the way that I see my reality, it's my perception, right? Mercury in Taurus is like, how do I really want to ground this shit on down and embody it in the 3D? And then Venus and Gemini is kind of saying, maybe I can learn and do and approach in a new way and think differently. Gemini, the learner of the lessons and knowing all the things, and the mind that's just flittering around. And Venus is saying, maybe you could explore new things that are more in alignment with your truth and what you're trying to anchor down from this new perception of your reality you're being gifted. So we're going to, as we get more into eclipse season, we're going to see shifts into more Taurus and Taurus type energy, comforts, values. and how can you kind of see these things in a new reality as opposed to what you've always been used to. But, you know, now I'm kind of flipping through the charts of, sorry guys, flipping through the charts of what we have coming up, and really just want to check in with you. Encourage you to take, you know, Mercury is Mercury retrograding yet? Shoot. I didn't really take a ton of notes. So I have a tendency to do that more with new moons and full moons. But, you know, is Mercury's in pre-shadow? Are we in Mercury retrograde full on yet? I can't remember. So you're already maybe feeling not only Mercury going into retrograde, but Mercury shifting into a sign like Taurus. It's your mind. It's not just that it's slowing down, but it wants to anchor down the mental, slow it down in a way that's like, let's actually embody some of this stuff into the 3D. Let's go outside. Let's rebuild. Let's put some of these new perspectives, these new reality shifts again, these new messages, these new inspirations I've received. Let's bring them down in a concrete, tangible way. You know, that Taurian earth energy. So I love that for us. I mean, we're still definitely like out there wavy and in Aries energy, you know, but it is courageous. It is very direct, but you know, it helps us go through challenges. It helps us come out victorious. So yeah, take advantage. I would encourage you of this next week. I'm just shuffling from the trusty ride or die here, my rider waite, to see what the tarot wants to say to us today. But take advantage to process some of this intensity, some of this wisdom, some of these things that have pushed us and called us to be courageous in what we're dealing with. So that you can be prepared mentally, you know, spiritually, energetically, for this huge hybrid solar eclipse and this new moon cycle that's going to begin once again in Aries is going to be that new moon for us. So what do we have? You know how I feel when the light don't hit just perfectly, but it's good enough. You know, we get the picture. So we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is what I like to call the gatekeeping energy. It is the when one door closes, another door opens. And this Five of Pentacles energy was actually in my one-on-one work that I do with my full moon people and that I do with readings around the full moon. This was a very present energy at the full moon. Five of Pentacles is definitely the challenges that we are in and that we're pressing through that help us alleviate fear-based mindsets, the idea of scarcity and how these ideas of fear, how these ideas of limitation, of scarcity, it is definitely a confront and know thyself to eradicate some of these mindsets, or else they'll be used against you. And so now in the collective we have this huge perspective shift, and what we can choose is to understand that we are never in lack. Actually, it's a very abundant earth, and we're not in lack, but it behooves a lot of powers that be for us to stay in that mentality. So Five of Pentacles, you know, I love to tell people when I see the Five of Pentacles card that you know, there's a light behind the stained glass window. You really can't, if you've ever looked at stained glass, you really can't fully appreciate the visual effect and the beauty of that artistic style if the light is not lighting it up from behind at just a perfect angle. And so it's an encouragement to, excuse me, first of all, understand the duality. You know, it's a cold, dark, snowy night, but there's still so much light in the window. It's also going to be really hard to look at a stained glass window and appreciate all the light if you're looking backwards at doors that have already closed. So the Five of Pentacles is a reminder that if you hold on to and nurse and nurture your wounded spaces, it's really going to keep you from stepping through the next door. And a lot of the messages that came out with this card, and a lot of the collective work, the one-on-one work, the full moon work, once again, was when you let the other doors close behind you, then the universe is going to entrust you with keys. And we're in a high activation period, frequential activations, transmutation, whether you call it downloads, upgrades, whatever you call it. And it is happening. It's happening in dream space. It happens when you go outside and stand in the sunlight, at the same angle, at the same frequency, at the same... It's kind of like saying you never step in the same river twice. Well, the sunlight and the way and the our planet moving this big rock with all this shifting energy constantly in orbit around it. The sunlight is hitting you anew every single day. And we are being activated and we are being upgraded. But what we decide to do with that energy is on us. You know what I mean? So 5 of Pentacles, I love to see come out here. Because it's an encouragement to not be defined by fear, and scarcity, scarcity, because trust me, Pluto ingress into Aquarius and the things that we're going to go through in the next year. I've said it before. I'll keep saying it in the next couple years, in the next 5 years, in the next decade. The name of the game is going to be to step out of the matrix of your mind that keeps you in scarcity and lack, and not thinking for yourself and not understanding your own power. And anytime we can take advantage of these energetic cycles and the moon cycle and tap into, we check the weather by tapping into astrology. It's like the collective, stick your finger in, the collective pulse, the collective tone, the energy, the checking the rhythm, seeing what's going on. And then orienting yourself accordingly. I tell people checking astrology is a lot like checking the weather. If you check your weather, you're going to say, I know I need a raincoat. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go out and play today or do my work today or live my life, but I'm going to be better and more well-informed. So the fact I think that the 5 of Pentacles wants to keep showing up right now is that, number one, I can tell you the keys are being passed out. Okay, but the thing is again, you're not going to see any of that if you're turning around Sodom and Gomorrah, right? If you're turning around and you're looking backwards, you're not going to see, you're going to miss the 3 new doors that are standing right in front of you. Someone showed me this one time too, and I always love learning new tidbits, new facts. Just anything I can, about the tarot. It's its own collective, palpable body of energy. And so the more we can understand, the more perspectives we can see. So our spirit, our ancestors, our higher self, can toss us those breadcrumbs, right? So I love that someone pointed out that he has a bell. Sorry, guys, I don't. He has a bell around his neck. And this is representative of the fact that It is, bells are spirit, bells are the fae, bells are energetics. You can look at almost any holy religion, any practice, any ritual, so to speak, and you understand, it's like, if you know, you know. Bells are used to energetically clear the space. Bells, it's a certain frequential thing that you do in ritual, correct? So bells are representative of kind of the essence, the ethers, the spirit. And, the reader was explaining that he has a bell around his neck because he's chosen to take the high road and spirit has always been with him. And sometimes you feel like you're fighting all these battles. The 5s in the tarot are very much challenge cards. Is it a physical, material, energetic challenge? 5 of Swords, is it a mental? Is it a spiritual challenge? Is it an emotional challenge? We could go on and on, creative challenges, whatever. So he's been fighting challenges and he keeps choosing to take the high road. And it's almost like he's holding his head up and he's limping toward the stained glass window saying, is this it? Is this where I get to step off the wheel of all these damn challenges? You know what I mean? They keep going low every damn time and I go high when they go low, but golly, I'm bandaged out here. I'm limping on crutches out here, but I'm taking the high road. I'm not walking in fear, but can I step through my stained glass window? Can I get those keys now? But you get the concept here. So it's an encouragement that spirit never left you the entire time, that you were taking the high road, so to speak. And now you're going to be given keys if you think about the Six of Pentacles and what it looks like in the Rider-Waite Tarot, is it not, he's like dropping coins into the hand, and it's like the energy of reciprocation. It's almost like he stepped up out of the, he stepped through the gate, and they were dropping coins into his hand like they were rewarding him. You know what I'm saying? So, Spirit, your higher self, your ancestors, your guides, the spirits of the earth, they were walking with you this whole time. And coins are going to change hands. Make no mistake about it. So definitely, yes, definitely resonate with seeing the Five of Pentacles. Can we zoom in though on these images? Yeah, I like that. I definitely resonate, like I said, with the Five of Pentacles here. What else do we have? Any more messages from the tarot? And, you know, I don't know why I'm hearing intuitively, it's like, do you get to a point where you have to stop taking the high road? No. No, you don't. You don't. The high road is always the high road. You know what I'm saying? It's energetic alignment. When you walk and move in alignment, then your energetics, your spirit, your path unfolds before you by the way you walk it. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of that blind faith, that blind trust as you're walking it. Okay, but I'll walk the high road as long as you tell me, like, in 2 miles, I'm going to get my coins, right? That's not the way it works. So... And the Tower. Wow. You know, I want to remind you, because when I do one-on-one personal work with people, there's sort of, they're what I call cringe cards. They see the card and they're like, no, you know, oh no, it's the devil. Ah, it's death, you know. Oh no, it's the Tower. But I want to remind you that, and maybe you had a Tower experience. I don't know. For me personally, 2021, 2022, a lot of blessings, a lot of adventures, a lot of magic, a lot of holy shit, that blew my mind moments. But a lot of Tower energy. So maybe you have went through some Towers and you feel like your dude over here talking about, cool, you want me to keep taking the high road? Okay. I'm just trying to go through the door. You know, I feel that. But the reminder about the tarot card is also that it is a paradigm shift in the mind. Sometimes you can have moments that feel like towers where you have a new spiritual practice or study, or you are recommuning and reconnecting with nature, earth, you know, the electromagnetic grid, and you are right now, maybe even in Aries season, receiving some of these energetic attunements and upgrades and, so to speak, keys, do you know what I mean, coming down literally into your crown. And these moments cause paradigm shifts for us. And it's an encouragement to fight the cognitive dissonance of, don't swing back into your Five of Pentacles mindset in the shadow. You know what I'm saying? Where you say, there's this big energy, okay, collectively right now, and it's like, it's very much the wheel. It's very much, I'm not going to go into it because you're like, here she goes about sitting at the tables again. But no, there's a changing of hands. There is a huge thing going on in the ethers right now, and you'll see it. You'll see it play out, and it can be a very quick bait and switch. It can be a dupe. Right now, it is crucial on so many levels in the ethers, all the way down to into this third dimension, in order for us to receive our inheritance. Let's just say the theys, you know what I'm saying? The wheels of certain machines that want to keep turning in a direction, but the inheritance is no longer theirs anymore. It's already been removed from their hands. It's just a matter of how we walk it out now. But it would behoove them deeply if you could fall back into your Five of Pentacles mindset, and we can keep this whole, your fear is so juicy and delicious, I would love to continue feeding on it. Oh man, I love how you don't think critically. I love how easy it is to scare you away from your inheritance. So we have these mental and spiritual, moments in meditation, moments in a dream space, moments in a deep connection to Gaia's earth grid. We are walking our own selves back home, but there are going to be many powers that be, and I'm talking about etherically. I'm talking about in the collective. In this third dimension, right? That they really benefit a lot on taking the power of this fire. You see the crown being knocked off the tower? Because, you were divine, we, us, collectively walking on crutches over here with our tiny little spirit bell around our neck so that we didn't forget who we are, but that we've been so cloaked. Do you know what I mean? But it's time for a lot of that to change so that we can receive back our divine energy, our divine inheritance, our divine connection to the earth, and all these things, right? But it's a choice in what you do with your experience. What are you going to do with your paradigm shift? What are you going to do with these revelations you received in meditation? What are you going to do after you've sat in ritual so many times and you've waded through, sometimes neck deep and processing things emotionally over these last couple years? Okay? Am I going to sit here and promise you that rugs will never get snatched out from under our feet again? No, I could never do that. And sometimes we need it. I love to see we all need that good rug snatch, that oh shit moment to kind of concretely slap us in the face a little bit and remind us. I really feel like this tower card is speaking of tower moments that we've already passed through, and now it is time for us to decide, okay, the crown is laying down on the ground. She's in free fall. You know what I mean? Are we going to go get this crown? Because we're being offered it. But now, don't go over there and try to get mad because they lost their crown and you put the crown on the head and then you turn into the same thing they were. That's not how it works, because you're going to get shocked by some towers again. But I'm saying a divine inheritance is being returned to the people that it belonged to all along. But it's a matter if you're going to decide to sit with the wisdom, sit with the alignment, and then begin to make choices. Again, we're going to be moving into Taurus energy, where we want to bring this down and embody it. You know what I mean? So who's it's kind of funny. I'm sitting here talking about who's going to run for the crown. I'm not going to get political. I don't want to do that, because it's neither here nor there. It's a fucking charade game. What we focus on is we return inward in our own energy, and we understand we are always crowned, and now our inheritance is coming back to us, okay? If you want to go get it. Now, it's like our ancestors chuckle, our spirit guides chuckle in the ethers. Think, what, you think we're going to run over there and pick up your crown for you and put it on your pretty little head and then give you a booklet and a manual instruction? That's not how it works. I'll give you a feather and I'll give you 1111 and I'll give you some tarot reading. No, I'm just kidding. Well, not fully, but spirit guides are funny. It's a choice. Do you want to activate the keys? Because you're getting them. But it doesn't, and we're all in different walks and paths of our life right now. Libra, full moon, relationships, communication. What is my truth? Am I really aligning with people? Or am I really going to sign up for 3 more karmic cycles while everything is already so played out? Spirit's saying, you want the keys? I'm giving them to you. You are in ripe for the picking of the keys season. You know what I mean? Ripe for the receptivity of your inheritance. But you've got to fight through these tower moments in your mind, because they serve as your best teacher, your best empowerment, your best path. Didn't say easiest. Definitely not the easiest. Actually, let me go ahead and tell you, spoiler alert, it's going to be farthest from the easiest. You gotta cloak something and working hard for it to make it good to receive it, right? Or else would everybody be out there doing it, correct? So it's a great time at the end of this, as we are waning from the full moon, as we are moving through the waning week. We'll get closer to our dark moon. Banishing work is excellent. You know, I'm always going to tell you to go be in meditation, because that's how you hop out of your monkey mind. That's how you hop out of your matrix mind. You're never going to get the keys. The keys are not going to, I'm sorry. We always have access to our keys, right? Especially in the times in the energetics of the collective right now. Even we have more so. We have access to the crown. The lightning bolts help us in this way, but you have to choose to activate them within your own psyche, within your own creative ability, within your own two hands that know how to plant seeds and know how to do the work. It's all in what you're going to do with it, you know? So I'm just checking in. Love you guys. Appreciate you so much. I am doing a sale right now. I'm creating all these beautiful, lovely candles, in this wonderful high frequency activation energy of Aries season. Let me show you guys one. Do I have one close by? This is a mini, but look at that. Ooh, get into it. The runes that I've been working with, the stones, just everything going into these. I love the energy so much. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to offer new batches of candles. I've got some beautiful oils, and I look forward to all of that. You know, I'm always here if you need me. If you would like to dig into your own natal chart and do some one-on-one work, if you would like to have a more specific tarot reading to your life and your situation, you know, if you just need a clear channel to spirit, you know, I'm happy to be here for you. But take good care of your energy right now. Be grounded, you know, be working on your release. Let your relationships really, please use strong discernment right now, strong energetic boundaries right now, and let your relationships, I don't know, Spirit is saying, show up for themselves, how they are, you know, and then call it like it is, and move forward and upgrade so that we can let our spirit guides, our ancestors, our higher self know that we are ready to move forward and continue evolving. Tower moment's going to be going on in the collective, okay? I love you. You're not alone, but you're very capable of continuing to choose the high road, and there are many, many doors that will open as we continue to watch lots of unfolding of doors closing. So I don't even know why I'm hearing keep your eyes on the prize, you know, and I keep just seeing that crown, and it's making me laugh. But you know what? Let's do an oracle card. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I was like, am I going to change it up? But no, Spirit said we're vibing with the sacred geometry cards, and we're going to keep going on that path. So 1 second. Ooh, you know what? We're talking about release, you guys. And I use, this is actually a little piece of a shell from the ocean, but what is it called, you guys? Am I saying it right? Am I butchering? Is it gua sha? Gua sha? You know, the practice where you can get, and this is a great way to, you know, I make oil blends as well. This was my spring equinox oil, but of course, always ask me if you have skin sensitivities or allergies, whatever, please. I will always tell you do a small skin test on a sensitive space of your skin, just to make sure there's no reactions. But that's totally up to you and your own knowledge of your body. However, and I have the balms too, like this was a rose chamomile infusion with like delicious cocoa butters and all kinds of rose hips, all these delicious oils. Balms are great for this too. With a balm, if you're not using an oil though, I'm going to tell you about this practice because I think if we're working on release over the next 7 days, this is a wonderful way to do it for your endocrine system, for your lymphatic system, to help encourage toxins to be released and, you know, processed through and released from your body. If you have an oil, use a very small amount. A little goes a long way, but you just, you know, love on yourself for a minute and rub your oil into your skin. Again, please know your own skin. I don't have your skin. I can't tell you, how's my skin going to react? I don't know. You know, that's on you. But the balms, if you have one of my balms, I've done a couple of different ones at this point. And I will be doing a new one. Actually, in this batch of candles and oils and such, I'm going to be doing a dandelion infusion. Dandelion energy is so great right now. Dandelion energy is on the candles. I've made a misting spray infused with delicious oils and all kinds of good things. Congo, beautiful activated citrine points. I make every year. I make it with dandelions. It's called my wish water. But anyway, I'm going to be making a new balm that has a dandelion, lemon peel, orange peel infusion. So if you have a balm, you want to kind of just get a good chunk, you know, and rub it and warm it between your fingers to get it working. But it's also an excellent option for the skin sometimes if the oil blends are a little bit too abrasive. So once you do that, and you can watch videos on this to do it properly, but you're basically you can get gemstones that are designed specifically to do this with, and you know they have the facial rollers. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then you pull it across your face to help toxin release from your skin, right? It's very calming, it's relaxing. I love to do it while I'm actually in a bath, but it's totally up to you. You got the steam, you got delicious open pores, or, you know, before bed. That's a wonderful release ritual and a good way to honor your body with this very intense activation energy we have going on. So is it gua sha? Please don't ask me how to spell it. I don't know. Feel free to Google, but it's like this ceremonial thing you do with your face. And it's wonderful, again, for endocrine system, for lymphatic system, to help encourage toxin release. So there's a beautiful way to love on yourself and also practice release. There you go. So let's shuffle. I'm going to shuffle the Sacred Geometry deck and see what Spirit and our guides want to say to us. Please, again, I encourage this deck so highly to anyone. It's an oracle deck. It's wonderful for meditation, to even put sacred symbols in a sacred space or on an altar space. Sacred geometry is high energetic work, you know, and even just having it out present, you know, like if you have to go to a cubicle or a computer type workspace every day, take some sacred geometry with you. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Oh, they're not wanting to pop back in. Okay. We've got, wow, that's so pretty. We've got number 29, Mermaid Hearts. Let's look at it. Oops. Hold on, guys. That's beautiful. All right. Can we prop her up? That candle is a little warm, but I think we'll be fine. All right. Let's see. Number 29, you guys. Oh, and I was just reading the other day, and the 2 heart chakra cards came out. These are coded for chakras as well. Notice the green. This is heart chakra. So, yes, I love that. We are still focusing on the heart chakra, and I agree with that. All right. 29, Mermaid Hearts, Friendship, Laughter, and Play. 7 mermaids dive, swim, and frolic in the ocean as light rays shine down from above. They express the essence of joyfulness, play, and friendship. Hearts created, oh, I love this for us, Venus and Gemini. See, maybe you're being called to entertain some new exciting energy, to stoke your joy, to stoke your playfulness, to stoke, when I say sensuality, it doesn't mean we're going out and having sex with a bunch of new people. I mean, to each their own, you know, no judgment here. But I'm saying sensuality is so much more. Sensuality is tangible, touch, see, smell, taste. So I love that. Hearts created from golden spirals inform the camaraderie of this exuberant play, while 2 turtles enjoy the show. From microcosm to macrocosm, from the spin of our DNA to the shape of galaxies, spirals exist everywhere in nature. They are the purest form of moving energy. How delightful that mirrored golden spirals create hearts. Oh, gosh. I'm not going to nerd out on the toroidal heart space right now, but do me a favor and Google it and just learn about it because it's cool as fuck. But this card reminds you of the importance of laughter and play in your life. which is such an excellent way to cleanse and uplift your vibration. Do you find that laughter comes easily? Are you daily engaged in activities that bring you joy? Do you connect with friends sharing laughter and merriment? In the demanding pace of life today, we sometimes forget how important it is to have a good belly laugh once in a while. And guess what? That is the best opposition to a fear-based mindset. Are you, Venus and Gemini, are you surrounding yourself with like-minded people that make you laugh, that tangibly, sensually get into the same things, enjoy the earth, eat the same way you do, have the same health goal, all these things? Maybe your mind, your sense of joy, expression, sensuality, play, tangible pleasures, wants to experiment with new people. Because remember, we were talking about emotional release from relationships that don't serve us anymore with the Libra full moon. Okay, it is so true that exercising your laugh muscles is enormously important for your overall health and well-being. There is proof that having friends with whom to both commiserate and share the fun of life aids in living complete, fulfilled lives. Spirit is showing me, I remember I watched this documentary one time, or it was a part of a documentary about the human brain, and it was showing through different experimental tasks in society about how you will laugh when other humans are laughing. And for some reason, this message comes to mind. On the shadow side, be careful who you surround yourself with, because laughter is great and we need it, and it is really healthy for us. Who you laughing with and what are they laughing at, because that can also not be super healthy. So again, it's just another little nugget to point you back to the type of emotional, energetic, mental contracts and the people that you allow to sow into your mental space, to sow into your spirit and emotional space. Do you find yourself laughing at things? I'm just channeling the message here. Do you find yourself laughing at things you wouldn't normally, are out of alignment, that are toxic? That's not what I'm talking about. We ain't just going to go laugh at shit at all costs of just trying to find a laugh. Okay, that's out of alignment. But anyway, let me digress. Spirit wants you to have laughter and play. But let's make sure that we are really aligning with people who are good and healthy for us to do that, right? Okay. There's a difference when you go out with a toxic group of friends that you get drunk with every time, and then you laugh at people you wouldn't normally laugh at, or someone is always sending you memes and you like, I know good and damn well I shouldn't even be looking at this because I'm trying to do better and be okay, but why do you keep entertaining these friendships, these coworkers, these let's laugh at other people's pain and suffering. But I'm not even going to go on a side tangent. I feel like you get the point. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Were you tracking? Okay, let's continue. If laughter and play come easily to you, the universe smiles on your good fortune. Yes. If you've forgotten how to play, this card calls upon you to seek out friends and bring laughter and enjoyment into your present. Laughter is infectious. Share the fun. Where are the friends in the community that are doing the same shit you're trying to do? That their minds are trying to be on the same shit you're going to be on. You know what I mean? Go have a coffee, go have a drink, whatever. Go chill with those people. Make some food with those people. Learn some ways. Do some play. How about where are the people out in your community that's trying to create what you're creating? Why don't you go laugh with those people? You know what I'm saying? Some people are going to get you laughing, and before you know it, you're going to be enmeshed into like a codependent bonding situation off of your own negativity and wounds and pain. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's not what we're doing. Great. However, yes, we do need laughter. We do need the infectiousness of play, of creativity. It's giving this energy of like frolicking in nature. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to leave you there. I love to see that card come out for the heart chakra as well. So I hope you guys continue to enjoy your Friday. Be mindful and attentive to your spiritual hygiene as we get closer to this big old hybrid eclipse. I'll be checking in with you guys, of course. I love you. Take good care of yourself. Enjoy your weekend, okay? I'll talk to you soon.